Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. Here's Wilson to throw right away. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Something looked weird there up front. The offensive linemen, it's like they weren't on the same page.
Yeah, every play design has a huge element of trust that everyone's going to do their job. But if one person doesn't and you have a breakdown, everything goes to rubble.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Now here's Michael Dixon. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barber. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
No receivers open, so Rue's forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Manning. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And they will take over 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Wilson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Manning. He'll check this one down to Barber. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Manning gonna throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. His first catch good for 8 and a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Barber on 1st and 10. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards and a giant 1st down. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Manning now on 1st down. He completes it to Beckham. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's a handoff to Barber. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Manning. He's got it. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there, tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. I know you hot here. I know you hot. Guys, ready to get it all right now?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 2nd and 11 now, Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. On 3rd down, Wilson. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And New York set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Manning. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Pete Carroll none too pleased with that last call. He's going to throw out the challenge flag. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Lynch. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Second down at 4. Now it's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7.
Let's go, man. Keep grinding, keep grinding. It's all right, coach. That's what it is. That's what it is.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On first down, Manning. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Let's go. Playmaker, step up.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Manning. And he's got Shockey. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So third and 2. This quite possibly four-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, they'll throw with Manning. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On the handoff, this is Barber. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Second and 5 now. Manning. And his throw here's incomplete. And on third and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Manning to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got third and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Alexander, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Seahawks on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
It's showtime. Let's go, baby. It's game time. Come on, baby. Don't stop that motor. Pay attention. Pay attention. Let's go. Once again, we got to get it done as a group. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Let's go, yo. Let's go, baby. Let's go. What's the deal, yo? Go wait on nobody else to make it. You make the put.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And New York set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On second down, Barber. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here comes Barber. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Throwing again on second down. Manning. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Manning now to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up fourth down.
Now Sam Sloman is on. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down. Wilson. Now he'll escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Up the middle they go. Alexander. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. To throw again on second down. Manning. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barber. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Beckham. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Again, it's Manning. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll run with Barber here, right side. Taken down at the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run the draw with Barber. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the left side. It's Alexander. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw is Wilson. This one into the hands of Largent. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Largent. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
They'd been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Throwing again here, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Wilson. He's got Largent complete here over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Alexander. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Alexander. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the shotgun, Wilson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
We know all the receivers.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
So 4th down, Wilson goes to the sidelines, and on comes Jason Myers for the field goal try. From 28 yards out. Myers' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
And the Giants ready to come out now. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this to the 32.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Now Manning. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you were probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
On 2nd down, it's Alexander.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Alexander, and that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
On second down, Lynch. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Now it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Myers' kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now Manning, gotta have this one. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Lynch, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
So Wilson heads to the sideline, and on comes Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Got it inside the 10. Still not a first yet.
The Giants now down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
But the defense on him quickly at the 6-yard line.
Second and 5 now. Manning.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw, it's Manning. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately, that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This is taken at the 18.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They'll try and wind down some clock with Lynch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. Disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense.
And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Alexander, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So the victory here for Seattle. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.